Fala, fã de esportes, seja muito bem-vindo aqui no nosso canal. Vamos dar um giro pelo mundo da bola aí, muita informação sobre o campeonato da Liga Inglesa aí, vou trazer para vocês, então deixa aquele likezão aí no nosso vídeo e vambora para a notícia.
It's time now for Back Pages Tonight here on Sky Sports News, where we bring you a first look at these sports stories in the morning's newspapers. And joining us are the Telegraph's football reporter, Sam Dean, and the Times and Sunday Times Northern sports correspondent, Martin Hardy. Welcome along to you both. Let's quickly run you through the back pages as we have them this Monday evening. So the Guardian's back page has the image of Benjamin Sesko celebrating his winner for Manchester United. Sesko flies United back into top four, and they cover the racism story that is dominating football. Prestiani suspended, Benfica without winger for Bernabeu amid Vinicius Junior row. Plenty more on that. Heading into what the Times have, and they also splash the image of Benjamin Sesko. Super sub Sesko does it again. They also have that headline, Vinicius' alleged abuser banned. They also carry the revelation from Lindsay Vonn that she almost lost her leg as a consequence of that horror crash that ended her hopes of Winter Olympic gold in Cortina. And in the eye, super sub Sesko strikes again. Slovenian comes off the bench to score winner for United. And also you can see there at the end, this is just the start for GB. That's according to chef de mission Yves Muirhead. And also Eddie Howe confident that he isn't ruining the World Cup for Nick Voltemada. On the back page of the Sun, better than Shesh. I think we've got an idea what they're aiming at there. Ben fires Reds closer to Champions League. Yeah, they are back in that top four and going so well under Michael Carrick, taking 16 out of the first 18 points on offer. In the Express, Sesko revs car. Super sub Benjamin to the rescue again to give boss Carrick a big boost. They also cover Team GB's Olympians too. Best Western a boost for Olympians. Yes, successful games in the Winter Olympics, matching the medals from 2014 and 2018, but of course those 3 gold medals, 2 of them going to Matt Weston, the skeleton star.
O que é o mais...
Okay, right, well, welcome once again to Sam and also to Martin. We're going to start off with the Monday Night Football, and it's the picture that everyone has on the back page is Benjamin Sesko, who is this fair? Maybe it's a bit early to say this, but Sam, modern day Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, what would you say?
Well, he's certainly got that knack for scoring goals off the bench. I think that's 3 years as sub in the past few weeks, and taken him to 6 goals in his last 7 games. And I think he's a really interesting, exciting player, and you can see the physical qualities he brings. And the thing I love most about his goal tonight was not the finish, but the speed to get away from the Everton defence on that counter-attack. And he just took off, and he's a big guy. I think he's 6'4", 6'5", incredible leap. And he's got that timing in the air too, but he can also shift. And I think when you look around Europe at the young players coming through, and you look at the ingredients that Sesko has and his ability to score spectacular goals, which he's also demonstrated in the last few weeks as well, he really is a very exciting player. And yes, his United career started a bit slowly perhaps, and that was partly due to injury and also to do with the chaos there under Ruben Amorim. But now they're building momentum. They're getting things really together now under Michael Carrick. And even though he's currently playing the role of Solskjaer, the super sub, as you say, I think it's only a matter of time before he starts games and scores more goals, because he certainly has all the ingredients to do that. And that's why pretty much every big Premier League club was looking at him over the past summer and even last year too.
Yeah, when you're looking at all the back pages, they all go on the fact that he's this super sub. I mean, the Times have gone with it. Super sub Sesko does it again, and you can see the fact that he's revelling in it now. He's finally found his mojo. But should he be starting more games, Martin, do you think?
Yeah, I think he will hate the Solskjaer tag and he will want rid of that as soon as possible. And Gary Neville in co-commentary on Sky tonight did say that was the celebration of an angry player who wants to start every game. That's 6 in the last 7 now for Sesko, and he's only started 2 of them. So, Carrick's got that touch of the minute where everything he's doing is correct. He's getting Sesko more and more hungry, but at some point you're going to have to start playing him. It was a brilliant run, as Sam said, and a superb finish to win what was generally a fairly mediocre game. We often come on here and criticise Manchester United, and perhaps Michael Carrick has been the beneficiary of them getting something right. Last summer, they spent £200 million. They went for just over £60 million to buy Mateus Cunha from Wolves, a really good signing that most clubs would have went for. Everybody would have wanted Brian Mbeumo at £70 million. And then they go, and the slight gamble is to sign Sesko, this big gangling but fast and effective centre forward from abroad. And for the three of them to combine for that goal and for it to be such a well executed goal shows they bought for the present, which was what that club has needed to do for a long time. And you saw the impact of the three of them together, cut Everton straight open. They win the game, they get the 3 points, and now you're seeing that top six starting to move away from the rest of the Premier League. The form is such, and you're only looking at 11 games to go, that you would say Manchester United have a really good chance of qualifying for the Champions League now, and we haven't said that all season. And you just wonder if the caveat to that is to Michael Carrick is if you do get that Champions League place, you do become the permanent manager of Manchester United. Because if he does get them there, it would be very difficult to shake his hand, such a popular figure as player and now as manager, and then say, right, you need to leave and somebody else is going to pick up your fine work. Thus far, it's gone brilliantly for him.
Back page to the Sun, with this better than Cesc, Ben fires Reds closer to Champions League. I mean, Martin's right. That's essentially the minimum requirement, isn't it, for Michael Carrick, Sam? You know, getting them back into Europe's top club competition. How do you rate their chances? And also, how much do you think other teams are starting to fear United now, and that aura that they have is sort of slowly returning?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go as far as saying the fear factor of old is back, but I certainly think this run of late goals is interesting and contributes to that aura, as you say, and that sense of inevitability now about United, because so many of their victories under Carrick have been in quite dramatic circumstances, or even the point at West Ham was in dramatic circumstances. So that element of spirit and competitiveness and all the traits that you'd expect historically of a United team that have been missing, obviously, for quite a few years now, they seem to be coming back. And as Martin says, it's a very difficult thing if Carrick achieves the objective of finishing in the top 4 or top 5 and qualifying for the Champions League. Very hard to just shake his hand and say, thanks, Michael, off you go. But that is going to be a decision that they can't do emotionally. They can't take that based on what the fans think or what the mood of the players is at that particular moment. Because, as we know, United have been down this road before with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and that wasn't a disaster, I don't think. I don't think anyone would say it was a disaster, but equally it didn't work out in the way United expected. And they have to be cautious for that reason. But you have to say right now, whether it's a new manager bounce, whether it's genius from Carrick, or whether it's the players finally clicking into gear in a different system away from Ruben Amorim, it is working really, really well. And at this rate, yeah, he's absolutely going to be a very, very strong contender for that job.